Well, should I do some bonus material here for you? Now that I found it on the set of plans, and incidentally on the plans, if you don't have any plans, I forgot to tell you, if you don't have any plans for your house, and I don't care if your house is 1 year old or 20 years old or 50 years old, you can get a set of plans just like that. Did you know that? I'll show you that. I'll explain to you how to do that, how you would get a set of plans for your house, even though the realtor had no idea how to get a set of plans for the house, had no idea if there was any remodeling done to the house before you purchased it, if the air conditioner had ever been replaced, if the water heater had ever been replaced, if the deck had a permit on it, if the room addition had a permit on it. None of that they knew, but you will know how to do that, and I will explain that to you another time. You're going to have to just keep watching my videos. That's all I can say. But here's the bonus material. Remember I told you I was going to make a separate video of this. I wasn't sure what this other electrical light switch was for, and I thought, hey, maybe it goes underneath the counter. You know, maybe it controls that. I don't really think it does, but I'm going to go get my electrical wire tester, and if I had a radio or anything I could plug in there, a drill, I could plug that in there and see if this light switch controls it. That light switch could control half of the electrical outlet for all I know. See, right now we've got this power charger in for the TV remote. And you know what? Maybe it's not even charging right now. But see right here, it's just said fully charged. And maybe the power is on because this light switch has been on. Or maybe that light switch only controls the bottom half of that duplex electrical outlet where I don't have anything plugged into. And now I'm curious myself, is that working or is it not working? So I'm going to get my electrical tester and I'll be right back and we'll test it out and see. You know what? I'm not going to get the electrical tester. I'm going to do it a different way. You may not have an electrical tester, but we've already tested this out, and it's plugged in here, and we've got this little switch on there, and that goes on and off, okay? I'm going to take that. Let's take that over there. I'm going to take that and set that over here for a second and see what happens. Okay. Be right back here. It's only going to take me a minute. I figured I might as well test that out once and for all to see what the heck that light switch is used for. I have no idea what that light switch is for. Okay. So let's just check this out. I'm going to plug this in right now. This is on, and chances are this is still going to be on. Okay, on off. I'm going to turn that off. Let's see what happens. It still works on off. Okay. I know this light switch does not control that bottom part, and the top said it's fully charged. The TV charger remote said it's fully charged on this top one, and I'm pretty sure this does not affect it. Okay, so I've got it on right now. Let's see if this does anything. Nope. This switch does not do anything. And okay, so I know this light switch in the wall goes up exactly where the plan said it goes. It goes up to the ceiling fan, and they didn't really need to do that because all the wiring going up to the ceiling fan is all controlled right here. But they put it anyways because on the plan it showed them to do it. Isn't that funny? And the other funny thing is, even if you see it on a set of plans, it doesn't mean for gospel that it's there. We've already made the determination on the plans were wrong because it said 3 electrical outlets in the floor. There's only 1. What else quickly can we see on here that might be wrong? We go out here. Here's the deck area, which is right out here, okay? And you look on here. Here's a light switch. right here, it's got a 3 next to it. That means it's a 3-way. So you look over here, and it's connected over to this switch here. This is a 3-way switch too. So where the study library is, by the door that goes out onto the deck, you've got a light switch. By the door here, in the great room, which goes out there, you've got a light switch. Both of those light switches control these light fixtures that are supposed to be on the wall. Okay, and it's showing 3, isn't it? One there, which is next to the door. Boom, 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 boom. There's one. Boom, 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 boom. There's one. So there's 3. There should be 3 out here, right? Let's just see if there's 3. Let's just see. I'm going to turn the light switch on. You can see, okay, I got it on. There's the one over there. There's one supposed to be here by this door. Right, here's the door that goes into the office area. They put it over here, and I think it was showing right there, but they had more room over there. And then they showed one right here. Boom. There's nothing here, is there? Look at that. There's only 2. There's only 2 out here, and on the plans it says 3. Isn't that something? You saw where that other light was. You see, it shows it being over here, not even next to the door, does it? As you walk over, it shows it being in between the 2 windows, and it's not there. That one's not there. See, on the plans it shows one being right here, one being there. And on this wall, it shows it being right there. Instead, they put one there, nothing here, and one over there. I mean, it's still okay, but did the inspector catch that? Well, funny thing about electrical is sometimes the inspectors don't really care whether or not you follow the plans on certain things or not. You know, he didn't care about that. He didn't care about the stuff on the floor being 3. In fact, there's not even an electrical panel schedule on here, how many amps an electrical panel should be for this whole thing. And in some, they get into detail. They'll show where your electrical outlets are, and then they'll show arrows going back to the panel and then looping over to however many are on that one particular circuit. And then they'll do that for the light switches, and they'll do that for the GFI breakers and all that kind of stuff. Well, lots of times on residential plans, they don't show any of that. And this cracked me up. This said it was a mechanical and electrical plan. The only mechanical on here are these little squares that says HR. I think that says HR. Yeah. See, there's one. HR. That's the heating register. See? HR, heat register. That's the only mechanical that's shown on this plan. And on the M2 sheet, the ME2 sheet is the other level of the house, the lower level, and it doesn't show anything there. It shows very minimal. It shows very minimal requirements for the electrical and the mechanical on the specification sheet. And I don't know why they do that. Because when I did commercial projects, even if we were installing one water heater or installing one additional sink in an existing restroom, we had to show a whole schematic of the water lines, how it was going to tie into the main water line, and the vent line. We had to show a drawing, a 3-dimension on the vent drawing. If you run a gas pipe, we had to show a 3-dimension on the gas lines to show where they were going, how they were tying in. On electrical, if we were adding 1 or 2 electrical circuits or relocating something, we would have to show it and show the existing panel, show how many amps the panel was serving, how many circuits, whether or not the panel was full, whether or not we could add any more circuits on there, like 1 more circuit or something. We had to show all that kind of stuff. On commercial, residential, apparently still lots of counties do not require it. I don't know why that is. But in any case, if you have your set of house plans for your house, you can take a look at it and see. Maybe it'll help you troubleshoot something on there, especially if it comes to an electrical outlet. Had I not thought of a light switch, I would have looked on my plans, had I had a set of plans and looked at that and read that, I think, oh, hey, you know what? It's on a light switch. I never even knew it could be on a light switch. The son of a gun. It's right over there next to those other ones by the ceiling fan. And sure enough, that's what it was. Okay? So maybe some of those tips and thoughts that I've said might help you with your next project when you're trying to troubleshoot an electrical outlet that apparently you thought was not working. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.